Them is a novel written by Joyce Carol Oates and published in 1969. Set in Detroit during the tumultuous 1960s, the story follows the struggles of the Wendell family as they grapple with poverty, racism, and the harsh realities of urban life. The novel primarily focuses on Loretta Wendell, a young woman who endures a series of hardships and tragedies. Loretta, along with her mother, sister, and children, faces a relentless cycle of poverty, violence, and societal oppression. Oates portrays the harsh reality of their lives, highlighting the challenges they face as they try to survive and find a sense of purpose. Them explores themes of social injustice, the impact of systemic poverty, and the struggle for personal agency. Oates delves into the complexities of familial bonds, examining the ways in which external forces shape and fracture relationships. The novel also touches upon the racial tensions and urban unrest prevalent during the era. Oates' writing in them is poignant and evocative, capturing the raw emotions and bleak circumstances of the Wendell family.
Mr. Sammler's Planet is a novel written by Saul Bellow and published in 1970. The story revolves around the life of Artur Sammler, an elderly Holocaust survivor living in New York City. Set in the late 1960s, the novel explores Sammler's observations and reflections on the state of society, morality, and humanity. As an intellectual and cultural critic, Sammler navigates the chaotic and often disorienting landscape of modern urban life, grappling with issues of alienation, existential angst, and the erosion of traditional values. Bellow's novel delves into Sammler's inner thoughts and memories, presenting a rich tapestry of his experiences as a survivor of Nazi persecution. Through Sammler's encounters with various characters and situations, the novel examines the complexities of human nature, the lingering effects of historical trauma, and the search for meaning in a fragmented world. Mr. Sammler's Planet explores themes of identity, memory, and the struggle to reconcile past and present. Bellow's prose is characterized by its intellectual depth, introspection, and philosophical musings, as Sammler contemplates the nature of love, art, and the precariousness of human existence.
The Complete Stories is a collection of short stories written by Flannery O'Connor, one of the most acclaimed American writers of the 20th century. Published posthumously in 1971, the collection features all of O'Connor's published short stories, showcasing her unique voice and her exploration of the complexities of the human condition. O'Connor's stories often revolve around themes of religion, morality, and the grotesque. Her characters are frequently flawed and eccentric, reflecting the diverse range of personalities and experiences found in the southern United States, where many of her stories are set. Through her sharp and often darkly humorous prose, O'Connor delves into the depths of human nature, exposing the hypocrisy, pride, and spiritual emptiness that can exist alongside moments of grace and redemption. Her stories often feature unexpected turns of events and shocking revelations, challenging the reader's assumptions and forcing them to confront uncomfortable truths. The Complete Stories presents a comprehensive portrait of O'Connor's literary legacy, showcasing her mastery of the short story form and her ability to capture the complexities of human relationships, the struggles of faith, and the power of the grotesque as a means of revealing deeper truths.
Chimera is indeed a novel written by John Barth. Published in 1972, the book presents a unique and playful retelling of various mythological tales, including those of Scheherazade, Perseus, and Bellerophon. Barth injects his characteristic wit and metafictional elements into the stories, exploring their connections to reality and their relevance in the modern world. In Chimera, John Barth injects his signature wit into the tales of Scheherazade of the 1001 Nights, Perseus, the slayer of Medusa, and Bellerophon, who tamed the winged horse Pegasus. In a book that the Washington Post called stylishly maned, tragically songful, and serpentinely elegant, Barth retells these tales from varying perspectives, examining the myth's relationship to reality and their resonance with the contemporary world. A winner of the National Book Award, this feisty, witty, sometimes bawdy book provoked Playboy to comment, "There's every chance in the world that John Barth is a genius."
Augustus is a historical novel written by John Edward Williams and published in 1972. It tells the story of Augustus Caesar, the first emperor of Rome, through a series of letters, diary entries, and other historical documents. The novel explores the life and reign of Augustus, capturing his rise to power, his political strategies, and his efforts to establish stability in a fractured Roman Empire. Williams delves into the personal and public life of Augustus, depicting his relationships with his family, friends, and political allies. Through its epistolary format, Augustus offers a multi-dimensional portrait of the emperor and the complex web of individuals who shaped his rule. The novel delves into the challenges Augustus faced, his successes and failures, and the impact of his rule on Rome and its citizens. Williams' writing in Augustus is characterized by its meticulous research, vivid historical detail, and its exploration of the complexities of power and leadership. The novel presents a nuanced and humanizing depiction of a historical figure often surrounded by myth and legend.
Gravity's Rainbow is a complex and sprawling novel written by Thomas Pynchon and published in 1973. Set during World War II and in the aftermath of the conflict, the story follows a large and diverse cast of characters across various locations and timelines. At its core, Gravity's Rainbow explores the themes of paranoia, technology, and the nature of human control. The narrative weaves together multiple storylines, including the journey of U.S. Army Lieutenant Tyrone Slothrop, who becomes entangled in a far-reaching conspiracy involving a mysterious V-2 rocket and the psychological effects of a Pavlovian experiment. Pynchon's writing in Gravity's Rainbow is characterized by its dense and intricate prose, incorporating elements of science fiction, historical fiction, and postmodern metafiction. The novel is known for its unconventional structure, nonlinear narrative, and its blending of historical events with fantastical and surreal elements.
Singer did write a collection of short stories titled A Crown of Feathers, also known as A Crown of Feathers, Stories, which was published in 1973. The collection features a variety of tales that encompass Singer's trademark themes, including the complexities of human relationships, religious traditions, and the clash between tradition and modernity. Within the stories, Singer weaves together elements of humor, irony, and melancholy to depict the lives of ordinary individuals grappling with love, faith, and the challenges of existence. The characters in A Crown of Feathers often face moral dilemmas and wrestle with their desires and temptations. While each story in the collection stands on its own, they are united by Singer's lyrical prose and his ability to explore the human condition with empathy and insight. The tales offer glimpses into the struggles and triumphs of individuals navigating their cultural heritage and the changing world around them. A Crown of Feathers and Other Stories represents the mastery of Singer's storytelling and his ability to illuminate universal themes through the lens of Jewish experience. It stands as a testament to his contributions to literature and his skill in capturing the essence of human existence.
Dog Soldiers is a novel written by Robert Stone and published in 1974. Set against the backdrop of the Vietnam War and the countercultural movements of the 1960s, the story follows the lives of various characters who become entangled in a dangerous and illicit drug smuggling operation. The protagonist, John Converse, is a journalist and Vietnam War correspondent who, in an attempt to earn money, gets involved in smuggling heroin from Vietnam to the United States. As the operation becomes increasingly perilous, Converse's life spirals out of control, and he finds himself caught in a web of betrayal, violence, and moral ambiguity. The novel explores themes of the dark underbelly of war, the corrupting influence of drugs, and the disintegration of traditional values in a tumultuous era. Stone delves into the moral dilemmas faced by his characters, as they grapple with the consequences of their choices and navigate the blurred lines between right and wrong. Through vivid and evocative prose, Dog Soldiers offers a gritty and visceral portrayal of the psychological and physical landscape of the Vietnam War and its aftermath.
The Hair of Harold Roux is a novel written by Thomas Williams and published in 1974. The story revolves around the life of Harold Roux, a middle-aged writer and professor who is facing a crisis of identity and purpose. As Harold navigates the complexities of his personal and professional life, the novel delves into themes of creativity, self-discovery, and the search for meaning. The narrative weaves together multiple storylines and perspectives, including excerpts from Harold's own novel in progress, exploring the interconnectedness of characters and the power of storytelling. Through vivid characterization and introspective prose, Williams delves into the inner struggles and desires of his characters, revealing their vulnerabilities, regrets, and aspirations. The novel explores the complexities of human relationships, particularly the tensions between love and commitment, as Harold grapples with his past choices and seeks a path forward. The Hair of Harold Roux is a poignant exploration of the creative process and the challenges faced by artists in reconciling their personal lives with their artistic ambitions.
J.R. is a novel written by William Gaddis and published in 1975. The story revolves around the life and exploits of J.R. Vincent, an 11-year-old boy who becomes a financial prodigy and orchestrates a complex and chaotic business empire. Set against the backdrop of the American capitalist system, the novel satirizes the world of corporate greed, the complexities of finance, and the dehumanizing effects of rampant capitalism. Through a fragmented narrative structure and a collage of dialogues, phone calls, and memos, Gaddis explores the absurdity and corruption inherent in modern society. As J.R. amasses wealth and power, the novel delves into the lives of those affected by his machinations, including teachers, businessmen, and family members. Gaddis dissects the language of finance and exposes the ethical compromises and personal sacrifices made in the pursuit of success. JR is renowned for its innovative narrative style, which incorporates multiple voices and conversations, often overlapping and blurring together.